I love Bakugan! Alright? I love it! And I love collecting them. They are the most unique and interesting toys I've ever been put on this planet. Not only is the mechanic of it so basic, like rolling onto a metal surface and a monster pops out of it, but the designs for some of the toys are visually stunning. Now, I'm a collector and I collect a lot of these Bakugan, at least the Gen 2 Battle Planet era ones, because I really like how the Gen 2 toys look, and they're so nice and aesthetically pleasing that it feels like you're rewarded with a nice, sexy looking monster if you manage to land the roll.
Bakugan Evolutions! Speed!
Now, I have a vast collection of Bakugan, even some I have not opened yet. Man, I should really open these. But I want to flex my collection by giving you the top 50 of my most favorite Bakugan that I own. Why top 50? Well, if I just did a top 10 or something, I feel like this will become a Hydronoid list because Hydronoid is my favorite. But I do have lots of others that I own that I also fairly enjoy very much. So this is my top 50 of my favorite Bakugan in my collection. Let's go! Starting at number 50, we got Diamond Serpentes Ultra. I really like the T-pose aesthetic and the fierce monster form it is in when it opens. The translucent plastic meshes very well with the Aqua's blue on its toy. The wings fold in and out to give it a lot more of a unique look. The patterns that they did with the Aqua's faction blue all over its wings definitely gives it a lot more detail, but otherwise just a really clear Bakugan that I really enjoy having in my collection. At number 49, we got the Geogan Ventus Talon. I know this is supposed to be a Bakugan list and Geogans are like a different type of Bakugan, but hey, we're counting it anyway. Ventus Talon has such a very cool eagle design that I can't help but admire it being in my collection. I really prefer the regular version over the diamond one because the green Ventus color is a lot more vibrant and clear, and I have a lot more of a soft spot for the original GR version over the Legends one. The yellow on its back and claws as well as the brighter use of green on the feathers really comes off very well in this toy. Number 48 will have to go to Darkest Mantonoid Ultra. Now, Mantonoid is naturally a Ventus Bakugan, but I really enjoy the Darkest toy over the Ventus one. I just think it fits Mantonoid Ultra a lot more better when it's a dark praying mantis ready to just murder whatever comes its way. The toy's use of paint with that bright green to texturize its claws as well as on its eyes is a very nice touch, and the design is just so cool. It's definitely a great toy to have. Number 47 is Chaos Pegtrix Ultra from Battle Planet. I really love how they designed Pegtrix Ultra in this one. It is definitely my most favorite Pegtrix Ultra toy. With the horn, wings, and two front legs being manual, you can position Pegtrix in any way you like. She is just absolutely a beautiful toy to have, with its horse design being really fierce but very beautiful, the most accurate portrayal of its monster form that I have seen in all the designs that she has had. An amazing toy that I'm lucky to have gotten when it was still out. I think this one I got when I was in LA, now that I think about it. Number 46, we got Aqua Centipod from Legends. I really enjoyed this because I am a fan of Bakugan being perfectly fitted into spherical smooth ball mode and still being able to retain a long shape with very detailed designs. I really enjoy the Legends Aqua's version specifically because of the vibrant blue colors on it. It is definitely a toy that I really enjoy that is also visually pleasing. At number 45, we have Aurelus Titan King from Geogan Rising. This Geogan can mold itself into a perfect square shape and definitely looks like a golden brute that is able to be visually pleasing. Especially like the color scheme of the Titan King from Geogan Rising because of the use of black and brownish gold on the body, saving the pure gold metallic color for the extra details on the toy like its fingers, knees, and head. This is definitely a toy that I really enjoy having in my collection. It's simple enough, but very cool. Number 44 is Elemental Sharktar Core from Geogan Rising. I personally really like Sharktar Core's mold instead of his Ultra one because it looks a lot more like a shark swimming in the water. The elemental paint job that this toy received being present over its fins and legs is a great touch that mixes very well with the blue translucent plastic like it's actually swimming underwater. A very nice toy that I like having in my collection. The number 43 spot goes to Ventus Nova Trucks from Legends. Really like the light up feature on the Bakugan Novas, but I think the one that really benefited the most from a redesign was Trucks. Out of all the Novas that were released, I think Trucks looked the best. You got his dino head off the ball with the arms coming from the side, making a perfect core Bakugan with great details, and also you got the feet being hanging off the sides as well. The claws you can just extend out of the manual part, but with that very detailed design, especially on his face. I really enjoy this toy. Number 42 goes to Chaos Pyrus Pegatrix X Skeletor from Armored Alliance. I really like how it's so long, but the colors that make its fusion with all the white and red just makes it so cool. The face textures look nice and really gives off an incredible vibe, like it's somehow going to be really good to use in battle. I think when it opens, it's able to extend out and use its long body to block opponents' rolls, but I haven't tried it out yet. Otherwise, it's visually really cool to have, and I only wish I could have gotten the diamond version, but that got cancelled before release. But a diamond that I got that didn't get a regular release is number 41. Diamond Phaedrus Ultra from Battle Planet. Yeah, this never got a regular version release, so the only way to get this Ultra was to hunt for the diamond packet this was in. I'm lucky I managed to find it, and I really enjoyed this toy. Even though it's not really an accurate depiction of Phaedrus because it's a basic dragon look, it really is a lot more cooler this way. Almost looks like Toothless from How to Train Your Dragon. It's a nice toy to have, and I'm glad I got it. At number 40 is Diamond Syndius Ultra from Battle Planet. Actually, why am I saying what season this is from? The Pyrus Ultra only got released in Battle Planet. I personally really love this Ultra design in diamond form. I think it really suits it. It's an incredible design, probably one of the good designs that Spin Master has done. The magnet being on the shield and thrusting its sword out, it's just so cool. Though I wish the sword could be orange or red or even silver instead of green. But the use of color all over its design and just the toy itself is just an amazing piece to have in my collection. I like it a lot because it really showed off the innovation they did for this reboot. Number 39 is Ventus Diamond Serpilius Ultra from Evolutions. This one is just funny to me because the magnet is just at the back of its tail and it ends up making the toy pose upwards. It's just a funny design oversight to me, but it does look pretty neat and I've grown quite fond of it actually. Pretty cool toy. Number 38 is Diamond Phaedrus Core from Battle Planet. The core version is a lot more accurate depiction of Phaedrus, and I really do like its diamond form. It's very detailed for it just being a core with all the shades of black to give it its design texture. The face looks really detailed, and the extra layer of purple all around its body gives the toy a very nice design aesthetic. Really love this toy, I just wish they could have brought it back for Legends. Number 37 is Aquos Platinum Neo Hydorus. This is supposed to represent Hydorus' strength mode in the anime, and it is really a cool Bakugan mold. I really like the elemental flame designs on the arms. The horn part is manual that you can stretch out, and just overall an amazing design with the translucent plastic complementing its look to really compensate the metal in the middle and a fierce looking face on the head to match. And the tail looks like a fork. I love it. Oh boy, we're at the Hydronoids now! Number 36 is Darkus Aquos Hydronoid X Krikelios from Armored Alliance. I really do like Hydronoid X Krikelios because I think it fits the theme of Fusion Bakugan perfectly. A very menacing design, the wavy paint at the bottom to illustrate the tentacles, and the heads with the eyes and teeth textured. The only thing I wish is that they paint in the eyes and teeth, it would look a lot nicer, but I think the Darkus Aquos combination suits this Bakugan design perfectly well. Number 35, Pyrus Diamond Blitzfox Core from Evolutions. I really like the design for Blitzfox, and the Diamond Core version I think looks better than the regular Core version. There's actually two ways to get this Diamond Core version, the Diamond Gilator pack or the single pack, but the messed up thing about this is that you only get the Diamond Evo card if you get the Gilator pack. So yeah, that's not fun. But anyway, the toy I really enjoy having in my collection. You've got the red fire designs and the translucent plastic and the gold around Blitzfox's ears and tails, and the rest is texturized in the plastic. Blitzfox looks ready to fight all the time, and the diamond toy is definitely one of those good looking color schemes to get. Number 34, Ventus Diamond Falcron Ultra from Geogan Rising. I really like this diamond look for Falcron Ultra because I think it just suits him a lot more better. You got the yellow for its beak and around his eyes, and the green is painted around its wings and body, giving a very elegant design. The mold, I know people say he's very chunky, but I don't really mind it so much. If anything, looking at it from the sides, it makes him look kind of buffed up. Regardless, I really like it, and I do have a sealed regular version as well that's signed by Falcron's voice actor, Josh Graham. Thank you, Josh, for this, by the way. It's in my priceless list. Number 33 spot goes to Chaos Darkus Syndius X Scorpios from Legends. This is definitely one that I enjoy having in my collection because of the very vibrant black paint used for the plastic, as well as the use of silver gray and the white for the sword and stinger. Just giving off the Black Power Ranger feel. It's a pretty cool looking toy that I'd probably advise people to go out and get while it's still around, because this and the Pyrus Darkus version are the only Syndius X Scorpios toys out there right now that's actually seen a release. Number 32 is Ventus Diamond Webum Ultra from Battle Planet. This is a very rare one. I know a lot of people really want to find this, and I can see why. The fact this really detailed Spider Bakugan can turn itself into a rollable ball is just nothing short of amazing, and the whole clear translucent plastic all over its body really gives it a very nice design. Now, I don't really like playing with it all that much. It's just a really cool piece of my collection. I mean, have you seen my video Spider Ball? Spider Ball, Spider Ball, handles better air assault. Watch it flip on its side. How the hell has it not died? Watch out! Here comes the Spider Ball. Number 31, Darkest Ghost Beast from Geogan Rising. This is supposed to represent a bull, and it definitely looks really great with amazing detail. The only manual part is the 2 front legs, and if you pull them out, it is a more accurate to the creature it's being depicted as. I personally think Darkest looks the best on Ghost Beast, and it is definitely a really great looking Bakugan that I'm lucky to get. Number 30, Chaos Mythic Pegatrix from Evolutions. I really enjoyed this core Pegatrix over the regular or diamond version. The original Battle Planet core version was already one of the most detailed and best looking at the time, but this Mythic switching the solid white plastic to translucent white is a way more better representation of Chaos that I've seen on this toy, and it definitely looks the best. In fact, if you didn't know any better, you'd probably think this was the diamond version, but nope, this is the Mythic version, and I enjoy it quite a lot. Number 29, Aqua's Mythic Fangzor from Evolutions. I really liked Fangzor's core design. It definitely was the most accurate snake feel that it was going for. The Aqua's Mythic's blue translucent plastic meshes very well with the orange detail on the eyes and mouth, not to mention the solid bright blue color to bring out the details, and it makes the textures a lot more clear. Definitely a great looking toy. Wow, 2 Fangzors in a row! The number 28 spot goes to Pyrus Darkest Fangzor X Mantanoid. I really like that they put a deep solid black color for the toys. Fangzor X Mantanoid has a really long body that extends itself when open, coupled with the red pattern over its body and the very detailed claws and face for being just a core mold. It is definitely a really amazing toy to have. I personally really prefer it to be the darkest Pyrus color over the other factions because it just looks a lot more serious and menacing look when the other ones just make it seem goofy. So this one is a really great addition to my collection. It's definitely the most vibrant and best looking. Jesus, more long body toys. Number 27, Darkest Monstropod from Geogan Rising. I have a soft spot for the original version. I know there was a diamond version that came out, and I did get that one, just I never felt an attachment to it. The original with the purple all over the toy and the black pegs on its body to illustrate the multiple legs, it's the one that I prefer to have in my opinion. Very great and cool looking Geogan. Oh boy, here we go! One of my absolute favorites! Number 26, Darkest Hydronoid Ultra from Battle Planet. I really love how they designed Hydronoid in this reboot. It's just got very menacing design, amazing detail, really looks like a Hydra creature, and it's so impressive how they could make this into a ball. I don't necessarily agree with the use of green on the eyes and mouth details, but it was a different time back then. Green on Darkest was the thing. I think I would have liked it better if it was like a brighter purple instead. The only way to get Darkest Hydronoid Ultra was the $30 starter deck, and I remember being hyped as hell when Ventus Knight teased it in that Jet Kuso interview. But I'm so lucky to have this in my collection. It's definitely a big focal point of all the Bakugan I have owned, and we're just halfway through this list too. Yeah, believe it or not, there is more that dwarfs this. Number 25 is Diamond Darkest Garganoid Ultra from Battle Planet. I really like this toy because of how detailed and how amazing they managed to make this look while still retaining its ball shape. The Diamond toy single I'm very much a fan of. I think it's a lot more nicer looking than the regular base version. The clear plastic of the majority of its body is really insane, and the molding details that they did for his wings is nothing short of incredible. It's a very amazing design Bakugan, and it's a beautiful piece in my collection. Number 24, we got Genesis Trucks from Bakugan Evolutions. This one is supposed to be Trucks' speed mode in the show. I just really like how it's designed compared to the other Trucks that we've gotten, including the one where it looks like a penis. Genesis Trucks is like the right amount of buff with great paint designs over him, a very bright green plastic, and a very nice head design that makes him look like a more dangerous dinosaur. He just feels like a breath of fresh air in terms of making a good design for Trucks. You can only get this in the Genesis collection, but it is an easy acquire if you manage to find it. Number 23 is Pyrus Dragonoid Evo from Evolutions. This is like one of the greatest design molds they have done for Drago, and the amazing part about this is that it's so detailed and the look is so intricate, but it's not in Ultra. Yes, this thing is still a core Bakugan, with very carefully carved wings, a long body. It is definitely the tallest Dragonoid toy, beating out a lot of its Ultras. This is supposed to be Drago's speed mode in the show. I know that a lot of fans, when they saw it, the design was similar to Blitz Dragonoid from the Legacy series, but the most amazing thing about Dragonoid Evo is that there is no manual parts to make it completely transform. Everything is all natural and ready to fight as soon as it opens. It's an amazing design. Now, if only it didn't suck in the pro game. Coming in number 22, it's Diamond Chaos Venica Ultra from Geogan Rising. An absolutely beautiful Bakugan Ultra that is just filled to the brim with detail, very shiny looking, a great use of gold on the eyes and also metallic blue to illustrate the claws. The white paint added to illustrate the fur on the ears and tails were also really nice. An absolute gem for any collector to have. Number 21 is Darkest Elemental Platinum Griswing from Legends. I don't think I ever gotten the one from Evolutions actually, but it's fine since Legends went and reprinted it. I really do like Griswing's toy design in general. The Darkest Elemental on its wings and tail is really cool and brings out a lot more power within the toy. It's just so cool to see the pure black metal in the center, really helping it bring the toy's aesthetic a lot more vibrant. It's really cool to have. At number 20, it's Diamond Aquos Hydronoid Ultra from Battle Planet. This is a really amazing gem to have in any collection. Not only does it look badass, but it looks badass! But yeah, the clear translucent plastic along the base of its body really helps bring out the blue used throughout the toy. There is some bright blue glossy finish along the top fins, as well as on the foreheads on the sides and feet, and the orange used to illustrate the eyes. The thing is amazing to look at. Like I said with the Darkest Hydronoid Ultra before, I do truly believe that Hydronoid Ultra is one of the best design Ultras this reboot has done. This one has more sentimental value to me because Katie got me this one. If you can find this somewhere where you don't have to burn up your wallet, I do recommend getting it. I don't think they even make this anymore. At number 19, we have Aurelus Elemental Spartillion from Geogan Rising. This is a very simple Bakugan core, and the elemental toy I think is probably the most visually impressive. I think gold elementals are pretty cool. The head, arms, and the inside of its wheels are yellow translucent, while the main body is solid goldish brown. But the wheels details, they put some gold gloss onto it to give it a lot more polished look, and the textures on its face is pretty cool. I like it. It's a simple Bakugan core that's very effective in looking pretty. Number 18 goes to Diamond Ventus Trux Ultra from Battle Planet. Holy crap, this is probably one of the best Ultras that they have come out with. It looks almost exactly like a T-Rex, and this thing can turn into a ball. It's able to pick up cores with the underside of its mouth like something out of Jurassic Park. The diamond toy looks absolutely amazing with great detail, especially on the feet and head. Absolutely a must-have collector's item and a fun toy for the kids to play with. So if you can find it without feeding your bank account to the Velociraptor, pick it up! Number 17 is Darkest Enoch Ultra from Armored Alliance. Enoch is another one of my most favorite Bakugan designs that this reboot has released. Really like the darkest colors on it specifically, as I find it suit Enoch the best. The only manual parts being the horns that you can move up and down, and the overall paint job they did for the toy is just amazing. I personally prefer Enoch's base toy over the diamond toys because of the thickness of the plastic used for the regular version, as opposed to the diamond toys where the plastic is more thin and frail because of the translucent material. And overall, I just appreciate all the colors all around Enoch a lot more. And yeah, I colored in the arrow on its tail, which I regret. For number 16, we got Diamond Aquos Apophix Ultra from Geogan Rising. This is another one of my most favorite designs, absolutely bristling with detail and so many manual parts to fully transform it, but perfectly able to go into spherical ball mode. It's an amazing design that I am lucky to have found the diamond pack that came from it since it's out of print. Love the use of glossy blue over its body, and the tongue sticking out is a clip to keep the enclosed ball form. Number 15 is Elemental Darkest Platinum Nilius from Evolutions. The toy itself is really just a reprint or a rehash of the original Geogan Rising core, but with the addition of the metal at the center. I personally find that the elemental designs really fit Nilius the best, especially with the gold patterns on the wings. The black translucent plastic was a nice addition to the toy, and the use of pink on certain parts of the toy really balances the dark scheme of its design. At number 14, we have Diamond Pyrus Dragonite Ultra from Armored Alliance. This one has two variations actually. The one I have has the red back where the magnet is, and there is one where the back is white. I never found the white one, but seeing it in photos, I personally am perfectly fine with the red one. There is also a limited edition one, but I didn't get that one either. It already is a fantastic toy. I think the Armored Alliance Drago was one of the most well-designed Ultras they've done for him. I stuck the Magma Blaster and guns on him because they look cool with the diamond toy. I love the use of red on the wings, and the paint being only on major appendages like the tail, claws, and shoulders and knees. It's a magnificent mold design since it resembles the most like a dragon, and I really like having it. Number 13, Diamond Darkest Nilius from Armored Alliance. This Nilius was the perfect example of really improving on the original design from Battle Planet and making it 100 times much more better. The original Battle Planet was just ugly, but when we saw this design when season 2 was being hyped, I lost my marbles because of how amazing it looked. The heads are so much more detailed, and it genuinely looked like a really threatening two-headed dragon. The diamond toy is the one I really liked, having the most that the material used. The plastic just seemed a little bit thicker, which was surprising for a diamond toy. The use of purple on the details like the claws and tail and the black color scheme on the wings was a fantastic touch to make this toy look so much more appealing. Really one of my most favorite toys in my collection. Number 12, Pyrus Viperagon from Geogan Rising. Viperagon is my most favorite Geogan that they have ever released. I also have the Deca version that Kenji bought for me, as well as the 1 in 1000 limited edition version. But I really like the regular version the most because the red on it is a lot more vibrant and deep, and it goes very well with the black wings and orange scales on the tail head. It's not to say the 1 in 1000 looks bad. I like it, but I just really prefer the regular version as well. In fact, I'll add the 1 in 1000 limited edition version as number 12.5 on the list. It's a beautiful Geogan nonetheless that I really like to have in my collection. Number 11, Darkest Elemental Nilius X Enoch from Legends. This is really just a reprint of the original from Armored Alliance, except this is more easier to get since the original was only available in the starter deck that is not sold anymore. And the single and the diamond were cancelled before it reached shelves, but fortunately Legends gave an Elemental Chase variant on the new Nilius X Enoch instead. The purple translucent plastic looks amazing on this toy with the elemental patterns on its wings really blending well with the clear purple. The use of black on its neck was a good way to illustrate its heads a lot, and the green for the claws and feet were also really nice. It's amazing. I don't think it's really too hard to find, but it is an amazing piece that I recommend getting. Home stretch, baby! Number 10, Diamond Aurelus Leonidas from Legends. I still can't believe they didn't put Leonidas in the show. What the hell, Spin Master? Clearly this is supposed to be commemorating the diamond form of Leonidas from the Champions of Astroia game. The design for Leonidas, I'm actually surprised they not only reprinted Leonidas from Evolutions, but they gave him a diamond toy too. Probably because it was so popular, or they needed a cash grab. The overall body is completely clear translucent with only gold being on its head and pattern on the wings, as well as orange to illustrate its claws and feet. I really think that this mold is a really good looking mold for the reboot Leonidas. It's visually very impressive, and it's a really unique toy that I think a lot of people really like having. It's definitely one that is a great shelf display in my collection. Number 9, single digits now. Pyrus Elemental Mythic Dragonoid from Evolutions. As far as I'm aware, this chase figure was pretty easy to find at Five Below since they put like multiples of this in each case. At least all the Five Belows I've been to had like 3 or 4 of these on the shelves. But the Elemental Mythic, they didn't put like fire patterns on this, they just put bright translucent orange over the original Battle Planet core. While people had their criticisms of the design for this when the original Battle Planet core came out, I think that putting the translucent orange around it really made it a lot more cooler, and I think it's worthy of being displayed in my collection. Number 8 on this list is Genesis Dragonoid from Evolutions. This Bakugan is only available in the Genesis collection. This, along with Genesis Wrath, was the teaser for the light up Bakugan feature we would get in Legends. This Drago's design was really unique that it kept it simple with all the translucent plastic to show off the LED feature. In the show, the color parts were purple, but they were replaced with gold, and personally, I think the gold looks better. Eventually, the Genesis collection won't be in stock anymore, and I like to have this toy to commemorate the best capstone product this reboot has put out. Number 7 is another Dragonoid toy. It's the Diamond Hyper Dragonoid Ultra from Battle Planet. This right here is the perfect example of taking the original Ultra toy, give it a bit of a change, and make it look cooler while still retaining its look. This is my most favorite Dragonoid Ultra toy in my collection because of the 4 wings that look absolutely cool, the use of orange instead of green for the horn, and just so detailed in every way. I know this sort of fixed the problem with the original Ultra where it flung cores when it opened, but this one, while it still sometimes did fling cores, it wasn't as frequent as the original one. But with the diamond translucent plastic all over it, it is definitely a beautiful toy to have in my collection. Number 6 is Pyrus Platinum Blitz Fox from Legends. Out of the Platinum Blitz Foxes that have come out, and even the Elemental one from Evolutions that I have, this one is the best one in my opinion. The very deep and vibrant red that is used for the paint is just so absolutely beautiful to look at. Love the orange used to illustrate the flames coming out of her tails, and the yellow to show the paws and ears and eyes, and as well I love the clear textures to add in the extra details of fire around the plastic parts. It feels really good to hold as well, and overall just an amazing toy to have. Really love this design. Number 5 on this list is Genesis Nilius from Evolutions. This is exclusive to the Genesis collection and it's supposed to represent Nilius' speed mode from the show. I love how they made something completely new and really cool with this mold, having Nilius' 3 heads just like stacked on each other, and the body proportion looks really neat that it just looks so cool when open. Love the bright purple they use for the wings and neck, and also giving Nilius so much detail on the body, all this on a core Bakugan as well. It's just amazing. Number 4 is Darkus Fennica Ultra from Geogan Rising. Honestly, if I were to have an actual Fennica, I'd probably want a Darkus version, and it's mainly because not only do I really like Darkus, but also the Darkus color scheme on Fennica just fits her the best, with the green eyes and the ears and claws, as well as the purple fur on the tails. It's just a really amazingly detailed toy that I really adore. Number 3, I have to go with Prisma Dragonoid from Evolutions. Now, it's really just a reused mold of Dragonoid's Geogan Rising core design, but they painted a metallic silver, gave him some translucent clear parts, and glossy painted some shiny patterns on his wings. The reason why this is so valuable and high up in my collection is because it's pretty much a US exclusive chase figure, and I managed to get it thanks to Mage Kill. I love the paint that they use for this really rare chase figure because it can really reflect light like an actual prism. It's definitely a collector's item that I really love to have in my collection. I have no intention of ever playing with this. It's just so awesome on the shelf. It's way too valuable to play. Also, considering how busted the character card is, I'm pretty sure people banned it anyway. Number 2, Diamond Darkus Nilius Ultra from Geogan Rising. I think that this is the absolute perfect Diamond Ultra toy. The GR Ultra mold really improved on all the Ultra molds that Nilius has ever had, and giving him the diamond treatment with all the translucent plastic, the shades of purple and black all over him filled with detail while still retaining a perfect spherical ball form is just an absolute gem of a toy to me. Not to mention how rare this thing is. Like, I got lucky being able to find one of these in the States, and at first I was debating whether or not to open this up, but I eventually caved and just had to have this in my collector's shelf. Just being able to hold this toy and admire all the beauty this toy has is just amazing. I really love it. And the number 1 most favorite Bakugan in my collection, though I think you all can already guess, Oilless Hydronoid Ultra from Battle Planet. Now, when I saw the prototype of this thing when Kodak did his Toy Fair video, I immediately thought, oh my god, I need to have this. And I actually consider this my guardian Bakugan. Not only is it an incredibly amazing design for Hydronoid Ultra in general, but in gold colors with the gray and details done on it, it's just absolutely phenomenal. And in the pro game, it's not that bad either. It's one Bakugan that I actually don't mind having multiples of, and I, in fact, have multiples of this Bakugan actually.
Hey, gang, got room for one more right in the middle of you two? Come on, scoot your part there.
As far as I know, as of the time of me making this video, this toy has become really rare to get because the pack this came in has gone out of print, and you'd be lucky to find it secondhand or through old stock at stores or something. Oilless Hydronoid Ultra represents what I've expected when the Bakugan reboot came out, just a towering, menacing figure that is very detailed and just amazing looking toy to add to your collection. I can't speak highly on how much I really love this. It's just amazing, and because I love it so much, I had to get duplicates. It's awesome. So, those were my top 50 favorite Bakugan toys that I have in my collection. I have collected and acquired so much Bakugan over the years this reboot has come out. It's quite amazing with an amazing franchise, and I can't wait to add even more. I love these toys, and I love playing and collecting with them. Let me know what are some of your favorite Bakugan in your collection, and if you want to show me your collection as well, be sure to tweet at me at HaruRen364 on Twitter, or tag at BakuTalk on Instagram. I'd like to check them out. And if you enjoyed this content, be sure to hit the thumbs up and give us a subscribe for more awesome Bakugan content. I've been Haru Ren, and thank God for Rapid Fire. Bye!